Alright, so this is gonna be the actual fucking emergency stream, alright? So,
Okay.
we got an interesting thing here. Remember this dude? At Mohr? M-O-H-R?
I believe so.
That was Swanzo's Twitter handle beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
You see on your screen how it says something went wrong, try reloading?
Yes, I do see that.
Do you know what that means?
Did he delete his account or something?
He either deleted his account or he got suspended. Well,
Oh, I see.
the
Okay.
easiest way to tell is by clicking it.
Ah, yeah. No, it looks like it got deleted.
That's not a suspended account.
Mm-hmm.
So he deletes his quote-unquote main a couple
Yeah.
days ago, by the way. And I say a couple days ago because something else also changed a couple days ago.
Okay.
I'm going to go to his YouTube channel. I'm not sure if I told you, but obviously on this playlist,
a racist and that
there were more than 4 vids here before.
Mm-hmm.
There were 12.
Mm-hmm.
8 were hidden, but this said 1 of 12. But only 4 were shown.
So he deleted
It
them.
gets better. Well, yeah, updated 2 days ago. The only update is 8 vids are completely gone
Okay, I see.
from YouTube.
Yeah. And just to double check, this is the dude that sounded like the nerd emoji, right?
Yes.
a racist and that guy tried fighting me.
This dude.
I got hurt and did nothing about it.
Yep.
But, so we have that.
Mm-hmm.
Here's where it gets even funnier.
Okay.
So before, I did like a little test one. He was in there for 7 minutes. He was in stream watching it for 7 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Want to know what his play is now?
What?
His thing is, I'm going to keep quiet and wait for you to fuck up again. That's basically what he said on Twitter with his other account, which he has yet to delete.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the issue. Each time his name is mentioned on Twitter by me, someone else, whenever people from his channel go looking for him, they're going to see those posts. And a lot of it is going to lead them to a lot of my streams.
Okay, I see.
Especially the one where his victim was on it.
Mm-hmm. So the idea is that it's just going to backfire on him, I guess?
No, his idea is that if he stops talking about it, it'll go away.
Okay, so
If he
basically
deletes the account associated with him, that is directly associated with him, that he even admits being associated with him, this will all go away.
Okay, so basically like the stick your head in the sand kind of approach, hoping it goes away.
Yep.
Okay, now that makes... Okay.
You see, like I said, it's one of those things where it's expected, but it's not surprising.
Mm-hmm.
But with that in mind, there's a reason why he's doing this.
Why so?
I gave out his first name and a picture of his house.
Why'd you do that?
Well, to be fair, somebody with a record already has their shit out in the public. But
Yeah.
what if they're trying to hide their information? As in, somebody uses a fake name with a fake character, does not want to give out any kind of personal information that will single them out to where people can search for said record.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, he has a record. Not a very good one.
So wait. So you got his name and you did a background search on him.
Yep. Well, actually, all I needed was his face.
Oh, I still not the biggest fan of doxing, but that's my opinion. But
Here's the issue. He claims that he has never done anything bad as well, but
yeah.
lie detector says that was a lie.
Mm-hmm. So wait, did he delete his account in response to this?
Oh no, he probably deleted his account because somebody also has probably been around his house, like one of his neighbors or something. All I know is that some dude sent me a picture of his house again, and obviously I'm not going to show it on this account because then that would be doxing. But it is out
Well,
there on
yeah,
a
but
account, not on Twitter.
okay.
Granted, at the same time, he also has a record, so I could show that too, but I'm not going to because then he knows for a fact his goose is cooked.
I'm still not the biggest fan of doxing. I'm not a fan of that. In all honesty, but it's my take on it.
Even still, he's getting more and more paranoid. He has a record, that's proven. That was
Yeah.
one of my theories beforehand, as you know.
Yeah, I remember you talking about that.
Theory confirmed.
Yeah.
He lives in Omaha, Nebraska, confirmed by, actually, funnily enough, YouTube Analytics.
You can learn that stuff off of YouTube.
Obviously,
Analytics.
that doesn't show exactly where he lives, but
Yeah,
that
I know
shows
that,
the
but
area he lives in.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, I can show that. I have shown that too.
Mm-hmm.
And he can't throw a fit about it.
Mm-hmm.
But he is getting paranoid, probably because he's really suspicious of everyone around his house now, despite him never stepping out of his house.
Well, like, are they like harassing him?
Nope. Because if they were, he would have made a video about it, and then he would have been trying to blame me for it. That's obvious. With that in mind, he most likely will, once he sees this, like all of this one, and he'll be asking who you are, which obviously no one knows other than me. I'm not going to give out that info, though.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So what's going to happen is either one, he's going to slowly delete everything in regards to this, or he will wait till I go quiet for the next few weeks to even make a response. Because I'm going to be gone doing shit for the next few weeks. Hopefully getting a fat check too.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Bad thing is little communication.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
going
that's
to be in a
understandable.
different state. But yeah. That aside, he already knows my terms to making this stop. An admission as well as an apology to his victim.
Mm-hmm.
If he is that fucking paranoid, despite no one even wanting to touch him, and the one person who confirmed that where he lives is where he lives, like that dude said he was just a fucking major douchebag,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it, that probably means that it's unlikely someone's actually going to go after him.
Mm-hmm.
With the way he acts anyway, with what I've shown, most likely they don't want me getting targeted.
Mm-hmm.
So they are probably not going to do anything then either. They might spread around certain things though.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's basically all I really wanted to show. He deleted his whole fucking quote-unquote main account. He obviously has 2 or 3 more.
Yeah, no. Like, it sounds like things are going south, and I think that's why it's been going on like that. If someone
Here's
starts getting like really called out and backed into a corner, they start trying to go and erase things that could go and link themselves to something.
Which explains the Twitch. But yeah, like I wanted you on here so that way like you can like run through the stuff because I kind of suck at dumbing certain things down, or I'll get
Yeah.
like too fucking passionate about talking about something and then it just goes off to nowhere.
And then you get way too involved in it.
Yeah, but either way, I do have a question though.
Okay.
Do you think that because we've already confirmed that the Gmail account linked to that Twitter was one used for something he streamed on. He deleted his Twitch.
Okay.
Do you think that that Gmail account was associated with his Twitch or his YouTube account?
I'm not entirely sure.
I'm up in the air on that too, without actually doing any major fucking digging. Because frankly, I just got enough to know who he is and where he is, and I didn't care about anything else.
I could be wrong on this, but my educated guess would probably be that it would be. So if he's still using that email account, it's probably not the Twitch one.
So the issue is, the thing that we knew for a fact he was using it with is now deleted.
Mm-hmm.
There's a case for it being connected to the YouTube account. There's also a case for it being connected to the Twitch account too. For the Twitch account, he now has nothing really connecting that I can say most people know of to that Gmail. So therefore, he can reuse that to make another fucking fake alias or so on. It's already been confirmed that he bought the @more account after it was hacked. He also bought the Gmail account.
Mm-hmm. Like, I don't understand why you would go and do stuff like that unless you're trying to cover something up or something. Like, why would you go and buy random accounts?
We've already established that he's been trying to cover shit up.
Yeah.
It's not just with this person. It's not just with Kirote, though. It's with other people as well.
Mm-hmm.
So another theory as to why he's been deleting this shit is because maybe somebody from his past that he fucked over
Just trying to get him?
actually caught on to him.
Okay.
Maybe he made a comment on one of his posts, and after he realized who it was, he deleted that comment. So therefore, we won't be able to see it.
Okay, does he? So he regularly goes and deletes his comments?
Oh yeah, anything in regards to the Kirote situation or in regards to his Discord ID. His user ID for Discord, not his username, not his display name. Like his literal fucking user identification number for Discord.
Mm-hmm.
He has that auto-modded on both his main account and his alt account on YouTube.
Yeah. Didn't Discord get rid of those numbers, though?
No, they still have them. All you have to do is click on the person's display name up top, then click the three dots. You could click copy Discord ID.
Oh, okay, I see. All right, never mind.
They got rid of the username identifying numbers, not the ID number.
Okay, I see. Okay, that makes sense. Oh yeah, I forgot. Discord has that unique identification system. Okay.
But whether or not it was the actual person who sent me a photo of his house, or if it was a person they fucked over, either way, he started deleting this shit within the past couple days.
Yeah.
I was sent that image last week, like towards the end of the week.
Okay, so something's going on that makes him like starting to become like really paranoid and stuff like that.
Yep, that much is obvious.
Yeah. Well,
Thank
I know
God you actually know how to think about this shit too, because it's boring just me assuming shit.
What, like people you usually talk to just assume like this, don't understand?
Well, the thing is, if it's just myself, I'll name all the possibilities. I won't be able to settle on a single one, and I won't be able to see like things that they're way too obvious, or if they are something that I just missed. Meanwhile, like you have a tendency of either one pointing out shit that I miss, or pointing out shit that's super fucking obvious that I missed. So
Okay.
basically, it's more to just help me out. But
sorry, I'm not that exciting on this stream.
oh, it's all good, bro. It's usually like literally most of my streams on this subject have just been talking.
Yeah.
You should have seen the fucking Red Wolf one I did.
I remember you talking
Only time
about
it got
that
interesting was whenever I talked about this. Oh no, that's the one where the on Twitter where the victim hopped on.
Yep.
Because it went from like boring as fuck, and then one person having issues actually getting on to the stream, and then we talked a little bit about Red, and then after that, one of my buddies hopped on, and we started talking about Swanzo, and the victim hopped on, and then that's whenever he freaked out. Did I send you that video though? About what he commented?
You probably did. It's probably buried in my messages from a while ago.
Want to see it again?
Yeah, sure, why not? Wait a second. Oh, you're gonna put it on the screen, okay.
Oh, yeah. If it wants to fucking work.
Yeah, it be doing stuff like that.
It do be doing stuff like that, though. Let's go to shorts. Link. So basically, this was... So what he did was hide the comments here. He most likely deleted the fucking comments after I posted this, by the way.
Okay, I see.
But the reason why it says like 1 day ago...
So why would he hide the comments and then delete them afterwards? Why not just delete them?
So basically, he still wants to make the victim feel like shit for going against him. He's still holding on to the possibility of his victim having Stockholm Syndrome under him.
Okay.
So, and like the reason why they are like dated like 1 day ago and shit like that is solely because the victim went back and then made a whole screen recording of it to see if they're still up.
Okay, I see.
But yeah, like, see, 22 hours ago, normal and shit, 11 hours ago, according to like this timestamp thing.
Yeah, well, I'm not seeing it on screen though.
Oh fuck, is it not sharing? It's not sharing. Fuck. I hate the way this works. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm still getting used to the StreamYard thing. I'm used to using OBS where just I could put it at like show window and it just follows whatever window I'm on. This I have to choose what specific tab if I'm doing a web browser. Like this says like 22 hours ago.
Yeah.
But then 11 hours ago right here. Here's the issue. On stream, this was before, like this comment was made before she hopped on, like seconds before.
Ah, I see.
This comment was made immediately after she hopped on. Here's another issue. I have Swanzo's main account blocked, that @more account. That means he still saw that I was streaming. He was still watching the stream. He couldn't if I.
So he has an alternate account.
Yes. Here's another issue. After he comments that, and after the shows these messages, like sending a screenshot to me, and sending another one, he then gets in stream using his alternate account. Immediately after. We're talking like a span of seconds.
So he went and he left this. He left it with his main account, then immediately jumped off an alternate account.
No, he's been on the alternate. Basically to go on to my fucking streams and post to try to say that he's not him. That's most of what it is. And yet, doing something like that, to where for some reason you respond with some bullshit like, I can't believe he's being a puppet, blah blah blah, and then after the victim hops on saying the shit below it, and then immediately after that, hopping on Twitter to comment, and then still having the audacity to say that that account isn't yours, because that's what he did.
Wow.
He went immediately from YouTube to Twitter.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious that there's a connection there.
Well, that's even discounting the fact that literally all he does is post the same 4 vids from Swanzo's account, despite there being 8 vids at the time. But
well,
at the same time,
vids.
Well, 8 hidden, as in privated, or let's face it, they were deleted before he even actually deleted them.
Yeah.
And then he would go over to his other YouTube account to copy links from those vids, which, by the way, there's 1 or 2 vids on his alternate YouTube that are the exact same thing with a different fucking title as what's on the playlist from his main.
Mm-hmm.
With no edits.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and it even gets funnier. This is like a very short thing. On his alternate Twitter account, he says that he doesn't have a YouTube channel, he doesn't stream or anything. Meanwhile, when talking to Predwolf, he says, "Oh yeah, send me evidence of this. I need to put it on my YouTube."
Oh.
Like, bro,
see,
you can't even keep a lie straight.
Listen, the more you lie, the harder it is to remember that you lie. Because in order to be a good liar, you have to have a fantastic memory. So if your memory is not 100% waterproof, or watertight, I should say, then you're inevitably going to go and make mistakes and slip up and stuff like that.
Well, look at it this way. I've been lying to everybody this entire time. I'm not actually some 2D dog on the internet. I'm a human. But
just be careful, that's going to be clipped.
Oh, fuck, you right. Oh, shit, delete.
Yeah, it's going to be clipped right there. Watch that clip right there that you just said be slapped onto something else and built in such a way to make it look like you said something atrocious.
Well, Swanzo's already tried to do that by clipping shit out of context multiple fucking times.
Clipping things out of context is a standard operating procedure of anyone who's trying to go and spin something a certain way or trying to skew something.
Here's what gets better, all right? He only takes a single clip, like a few second clip, all right?
Yeah.
So first off, there's obviously going to be missing context there. Anyone with a brain can figure that out.
Yeah.
Then he has the audacity to say that, well, my video right here, this 3-second clip, is all of the context that's needed, despite it literally coming from another vid where there's obviously a lot more shit being talked about.
Yeah, well, once again, it's another standard tactic is to find, for example, if someone brings up a lot of good points and you don't have a means to address those points, finding some way to quote-unquote invalidate whatever that person said or invalidate them makes it so you don't have to address those comments.
It's worse than that, though, because he says, only look at mine.
Uh-huh.
We don't need yours. We only just need to look at mine.
No, don't look at the chick.
It would be like, fuck. What's that one meme where it has, a dude running away from a guy with a knife, but in the camera it just shows a knife pointed at the guy with a knife? So it looks like the guy with the knife is scared, and the guy running actually has the knife.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what it's like.
Yeah.
In fact, worse than that, because it's like, dude, there's obviously missing context, and you saying only look at your side proves even more that there's a lot of missing context.
Yeah. Well, like I said, doing stuff like that is, people will go and take things out of context with stuff that's publicly available for the sole purpose of they believe that whoever is watching it or whoever is listening to what he has to say are either too lazy or not bright enough to go and do their own research on it. Personally, I think it's generally people don't want to go and spend the time to go and research it. It's my more so I lean towards, but I can't rule out the other option. Is always people who will go and just blindly accept something. It's unfortunate, but it happens a lot.
It's unfortunate and it's fucking stupid.
Well, no, it is, Like, personally speaking, like, I'm not the kind of person that will just go and jump and do a leap of faith, like, oh, this person said this and this and this. Granted, I have nothing to go and back up what they said, but I'm going to believe it. Like, it happens way too much. Like,
okay, but the issue is his shit out of context isn't even believable.
Yeah, well, that's because he's not skilled at doing it.
Literally, all you have to say is that's literally that's obviously out of context, and then people who might have believed him will go back and be like, well, yeah, this is literally like a 3-second clip.
Yeah.
From a video he did. Okay, cool. What's the full context?
So wait, didn't you say this guy regularly had like, it was regularly a Twitch streamer for like kids, or is it something else?
Yeah.
Well,
he did stream on Twitch, okay, and most of his audience is and was kids.
So the reason why he did that, okay, is that you do that. If you think about it, he's trying to exploit the children who are watching him. Okay, because if it's obvious to an adult,
but even still,
it's obvious to like doing something like that's obvious to an adult that there's something fishy going on, or it's suspicious, or it's not believable. But to a little kid,
here's the issue:
an impressionable child, it's something that can sway them easily, especially if it's someone that they like per se.
Again, here's the issue. With it being kids, like I do understand what you're saying fully. Why did they not harass me on YouTube or Twitter?
No, I don't know.
There's another factor there. Because, again, it is kids. The thing is, with kids, they will do that shit unless something else is put in place.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we can confirm that he auto-mods certain phrases, certain words, and so on. We've also confirmed that he will delete anything that he deems as inappropriate, which is anything alluding to him grooming Kurote.
Yeah. Speaking of your question, have you made it a game to try to find out what words he curated and try to make it so you can get around him but still say the same thing?
He literally banned Kurote's name recently.
Wow.
But yeah, I also did do that whenever I found out that he auto-mods his Discord ID. Want to know what I did?
What?
First 5 letters I wrote as words. The rest is numbers.
That's funny.
It's probably still up.
Yeah. Well, you can get creative with that. You see, what you could do is so you just replace all the numbers with letters, but the letters are represented by the numbers in the alphabet.
Yeah, but then it gets confusing.
Yeah, but if people are aware of that.
Oh wait, no. I was thinking like opposite what you were saying, but the opposite. My bad. Where it's like the numbers as letters. That will get confusing, unless you have it spaced out in a way where it's like obvious this number is this letter. Like you can't have like a string of numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1 is A, and then 2 and 3 is supposed to be 23. It has to be like 1, 2, 3, 4.
But you don't even have to do that, because the thing is, just use letters 1 through 9, like 1 to 9. I grant you have to do a 0, so 1 to 10. So if you do that right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Either way, like, still, I did get around his auto mod thing after I found that out, which I think is something that was an oversight. Because he most likely, because obviously he has a fucking god complex.
Mm-hmm.
He probably thought he outsmarted me and I wouldn't figure it out, but it's obvious, like I knew he was doing that shit beforehand anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But with the God complex thing, that goes back into what I was trying to say about there being another factor with the kids and why they didn't harass me.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the leading theory. The ones in his Discord he tells to not even go to my channel.
Okay, so they're not
That
harassing
one
you because...
prevents any kind of interaction. Two prevents them actually seeing any of the
Well,
combos or
yeah.
anything like that.
So I think that's why he's that would make sense. That the reason why you're not getting any messages from other people from his channel is because he instructs them not to go to your channel, because if they went to your channel, then they'll start casting doubt on him.
Yep. With that in mind, the first time he did that was whenever we saw a giant drop in his fucking subscriber count and his views.
Yeah, I remember you talking about that.
Now he exploits YouTube Shorts to get all the views and shit, so
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Like, on one hand, it's like, yeah, he's a fucking pedo. On the other hand, it's like, okay, what are you going to do? It's literally the only thing people use YouTube Shorts for is for exploiting it to get more views, to get more revenue from YouTube. That's it.
Yeah, that is true. I remember reading up on that.
So, with him exploiting YouTube Shorts, though, the amount of unfollows, unsubscribes, whatever, and dropped viewers is easily going to be compensated for.
Yeah, but I was also told
As in,
the problem with shorts is that I think I was told that, like, YouTube Shorts have a tendency to make it so people don't really subscribe to your channel. They just, yeah, you'll get traffic, but no one will actually, like, physically interact with your channel.
Well,
on top of that, YouTube Shorts are, YouTube Shorts are also generally forgotten about very quickly.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. Like, again, that's where we have kids. Everyone knows, like, fucking TikTok, YouTube, whatever else. You see something you like, oh yeah, you subscribe to that channel. Because they're going to show more of the shit you like.
Mm-hmm.
With Swanzo playing mostly Dead by Daylight, which, funnily enough, we're going to sidetrack here real quick. The Dead by Daylight community consists of, one, people who fucking hate the game because it's so wonky and unbalanced.
Oh, yeah.
But they still play it because, you know what, it's a game, it's a kind of game that they like. But no matter what, they're still going to complain.
I remember there was this one streamer, he literally was burnt out on the game, but because people love watching him play the game, he always kept playing the game. Like, he was so just done at the game, he was just goofing around the entire time. It was hilarious.
Two, there's the people who only play it solely so that way they can complain about the dumbest bullshit about it. Three, pedophiles. Or four, which is a weird mix of the first or the second one, and three.
So why would it be pedophiles?
It's just a weird thing with that game. It's like the joke about Minecraft YouTubers, kinda.
Yeah.
But in all reality, even though a lot more fucking people play Minecraft than Dead by Daylight,
yeah,
there's weirdly less pedos streaming Minecraft than there are doing Dead by Daylight.
I'm still just curious why that is. Like, question.
I don't know.
So, does Dead by Daylight have a lot of, like, I know it's a higher rated game in terms of maturity, but aren't there, like, a lot of kids that play the game? Or am I wrong?
It's also not, like, super gory in comparison to something like Elden Ring.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, by the way, this recording was actually sent from Swanzo's Elden Ring stream. The one that I forced myself to watch and I almost blew my fucking head off. He is that bad at playing the game.
You know what that reminds me of? Listen to this. Okay. Listen to this. Okay, this is off topic, but it's funny. So, I was playing Helldivers 2 the other day. Okay, and I was going on, and I was carrying this one team because, like, Like I was carrying this one team, and everyone else was like getting wiped off the map, and I was watching as the our reinforcement budget got down to like 4 people, and I didn't die once. I was like, uh-oh. And I basically kept them afloat. I kept them from just getting wiped off the map and losing. And it was the second match. Like it was like second mission, and something was happening. Once again, they were getting absolutely demolished, but I was keeping everything afloat. And then near the end, like they started calling in an extraction. I was about to go and clear into the base. I'm like, well, hey, what are you doing? There's still stuff on the map. And then some person, comes in screeching at me like, "Oh, look at you, you stupid voice!" And, like they sounded so high pitched and stuff like that. Like I was like, "What's up with this?"
Really?
Like the random toxicity out of the blue, and they started like just like trash talking me, and I'm sitting there, and I was kind of chuckling like, I'm just thinking to myself like, "Oh, this is funny." Because like like they were insulting me, like making fun of my voice, the way it sounds, stuff like that. And I understand I got a whiny voice. I don't lie. I admit that. Okay? But the thing was is that this dude, all right, who got utterly crapped on in the game, was just constantly going, just starts going and just like talking mad crap about it and being hyper toxic. And I started laughing. Like I started thought it was funny. And so I started playing into it because like normally speaking, I don't really bother people in that game. I don't really go out of my way to go. But when someone's like that toxic, I'm like, okay, I need to play into this. And so they're going and whining, complaining on the game, stuff like that. And I said, oh, you didn't help us do any of the objectives, and blah 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 blah. I was like, well, at least I didn't die 5 times. Okay? It's like, yeah, because he wouldn't help us the objectives. I'm like, you mean how I cleared over half the objectives myself? And okay. And it's funny, and he's constantly like nonstop, just trying to grill me on my voice and stuff like that and everything. And I'm just kind of laughing. I'm like, at one point, I was like, "Listen, you don't belong on this level," because like how bad they were getting destroyed. I told him, "You don't belong on this difficulty," okay. And that got him so ticked off. And the thing is, eventually, like this person kicked me, and I just laughed to myself after they kicked me. I thought, oh boy, they're going to have so much fun not having the person keeping them afloat playing that next round, because that next round's going to utterly destroy that person. Oh.
Yeah. Want to know how Swanzo plays Elden Ring?
Yeah, you told me about that.
Did I tell you that he had to get carried for the first part of it? And now all he does is just run and hide.
Yeah.
And then charge up a powerful attack whenever the fucking boss is charging at him.
Mm.
It's hilarious.
That's
Even
funny.
still, like, I started playing the game recently, but you want to know what I'm doing? Basically trying to see how how few things I could get before I kill the dragon at the beginning. You can theoretically do it right off rip.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to see, like, how can I do it easily with the lowest level fucking shit.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously I'm going in there, like, balls out, fucking just anytime it lands, hit its feet a couple times, avoiding its claws, avoiding its tail, avoiding its fire.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's kind of like it's where it goes Skyrim, where you just go and you use the bow and arrow to shoot at the dragon, because if you walk up to it, it just eats it.
I don't have a bow. All I got is
I know. I'm just saying it's
sword
kind of
and
the
a heal
equivalent.
spell.
Like, you just avoid the area that would go and absolutely devastate you. So.
But either way, though, like, still, back to like him and the games he plays. The God Complex thing, by the way, is really bad for Dead by Daylight because he only plays with people who follow him. Basically, people who he could contact on Discord.
Mm. But the question is, my screen sharing right now?
I do not know. It is not.
Okay,
I can stop mine. See if that helps if you want to share yours.
No. I was just wondering because I wanted to go and check something real quick.
Okay.
Okay, I was checking something real quick. Okay, I'm back. But yeah.
fuck, where did we leave off? Oh yeah, so like we're at the thing with the before like the weird game tangent. It was the Dead by Daylight thing with the community being just a weird mix of people.
Yeah.
How he deleted his. Okay, yeah. So basically, he didn't delete that stream, which is weird. It's already been shown that that is the stream that he had those comments on. Whenever I pointed out the fact, like one of the streams where he called someone literally Hitler. He deleted that whole stream. Because of a lot of the comments in it as well, but at the same time you could easily just clip and then re-upload it, even still under live stream too. Which makes no sense. He hasn't used his kick in a long time. He's probably going to move back there. Did I tell you about the Chatterbait account and the Pornhub account?
No.
They're basically cam girl sites. That's what Chatterbait is, like a cam girl site. Basically, it's just chicks who are live streaming themselves masturbating. That's it.
What?
So here's the thing. Obviously, men will do that too. Well,
what?
The Chatterbait account was made early 2023, after he got the fucking no, not early 2023, early 2022, near whenever he was getting that fucking model. You know, the one that he got from someone who ripped it from Genshin Impact? That's where his model comes from, by the way. The Pornhub account was made the same day. I might have got the dates wrong, but still, they were made on the same day. And it was about the time whenever he got that model. So what does that imply?
I don't know.
Because you can use VTuber models for those kinds of sites, for live streams. This is also around that time whenever
oh, wait a second. Didn't you say I wasn't supposed
he was
to
with
put
the
stuff
kid.
with the... Oh, wait. I'm not supposed to do that. That's right.
That's... Wait, what?
No. Let me go and reset the name back.
It's all fine. That's pretty funny, actually. Well, it's because of something else that I've seen recently. And yes, it does involve a really stupid deer pic. But I digress. Those accounts were made the same day. With his screen name. They were made around the time he got that model. They are both site like Chatterbait really got popular whenever there was some VTuber who actually started doing that. I forgot who. Project Melody, I think. I think that's the VTuber. But obviously Swanzo would know, because he even knew what a certain porn game on my Steam account was, which, by the way, a lot of people don't know.
Wait a second. Is it that one disturbing game you used to talk about?
Which one?
Good point. No, it was like the you were telling me about that one that was like made by...
No, I was telling you about the Skyrim one. No, this is a different one.
Oh, okay.
No, he actually... There's one called Claude Meadow I got.
I do not want to hear
He knew what that was. Well, obviously I'm not going to talk about it. But I'm just going to say, like, he knew what that was, despite that not being a super well-known one. Everyone knows what Amorous is, so, you know, that one's fucking obvious. But the other one, the Cloud Meadow one specifically, he pointed that out. Again, not a very well-known porn game. But he knew what it was.
Yeah. Now, is there the possibility that he could have just been looking up all those games, the names of those games, to try to find dirt on you?
Uh, no,
Or
because he
was it
also called
obvious?
Predator Hunting Grounds a. Oh, again, he did this on his live stream, where like the live stream he made after his victim came out with her video.
Okay. So wait. Just to follow up on my point, I was saying. So when he was doing that, like, did he like know context behind the game, or just know, oh, this game's a porn game?
He just knew. He just quote unquote knew. He even tried calling Predator Hunting Grounds a porn game.
I don't even know what that is.
You know what a predator is? Like Alien versus Predator?
Yes.
Exactly. That's what it is. Instead, no aliens.
Oh. Well, hold it. Maybe he was.
It even had the fucking Yaktja little laser thing as its logo. Like the little laser
Yeah.
thing
But
that they
no.
have. Yeah.
So do you think there's a possibility that he was just looking up random stuff on your
No,
Steam
because he
page?
decided. No, because again, he just went to my Steam profile on a live stream with no
Oh, and
proof.
he admittedly knew it. He wasn't doing any active searches.
Yeah.
Okay, no, that's fair. That's fair, and that would
And
also
again, him
add.
trying to call Predator Hunting Grounds a
Yeah,
game where, yeah, it's like,
no, and it makes sense because the thing is, you could think, well, maybe he did research beforehand to go and make it sound like he knew him off the
well,
top
even
of his
still,
head.
that's a red
But
flag
the
right
thing
there
is,
with it
well,
being a
hold it.
game called Predator.
Yeah, but what I was saying is, the evidence to state that's not what it was is the fact that he didn't. If he actually did research, he would have known that predator hunting ground wasn't he thought it was. So that means that it was off the
Okay.
cuff, which means that he did just know that porn game off the top of his head.
Weird. I'm usually the one who looks too deep into things.
It's just terms
Jokes
of
aside,
observation.
still, with the context of it being a game, okay? And with the like library of games I have where a lot of it is either competitive or
Mm-hmm.
multiplayer,
Mm-hmm.
with a few single player games, with him like with the logo that the game itself has,
Mm-hmm.
with it being named Predator Hunting Grounds on Steam,
Mm-hmm.
where the only context, like the only immediate fucking thing you'd see is, oh, Predator Hunting Grounds, this price.
Mm-hmm.
What would you think? Would you immediately think porn game, or would you think, yes, it's probably like Predators from Alien versus Predator? Especially if you are in
Uh,
your 30s like he is.
if I just saw it, I would have just thought of maybe like a hunting game or some other random thing like that.
Okay, maybe that too.
Not like, if I was more so into the Alien versus Predator franchise, or
Yeah,
just those
like
franchises in
I
general, I would have
kind of
probably
figured
made
that.
that connection. But no, like I said,
But even
without
still,
the
like you know what it
actual.
is, though, right?
Well, yeah, yes, yeah, I know what it is. I'm familiar with the movie that had Get to the Chopper and all kinds of stuff like that. Um,
Yep.
no, what I'm saying is that a lot of the context of that name is dependent on whatever is used for the imagery for it. Like what's the picture? What's the picture on like the Steam page and
Yeah, the
stuff like that?
picture
Because
is a triangle with the like with the Yaktja laser thing. Before it
oh,
shines as a
that
laser, it's just like what's on
icon.
there. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh
yeah,
yeah. Well then, yeah, I could see that definitely being that. Because like you're talking about the targeting article for the Predator's gun.
yeah, yeah.
Well, of course. Yeah. Okay, I can see that.
That's the
So
logo, and then the name is Predator Hunting Grounds.
okay. Yeah.
Literally, his victim, who is still a kid, knew immediately what that was, without context.
Mm-hmm.
But yet, somehow, he tried to say it was a porn game, despite him being in his 30s, living through all that shit. Like,
Yeah.
really?
Well, he's probably grasping at straws, and that's what he's trying to do. So he would just look at whatever he could to go and start
That's what
trying to
he's
find
been
stuff.
trying to do in this entire time, trying to come at me. It's like, okay, cool. Well, oh yeah, see, he admits to doing GoFundMe fraud. Like, really? Really? That's your fucking angle? Oh, well, you see, his skin color is white, so that means he has to be white.
Mm-hmm.
Or the best one. Oh, well, my victim says that you tricked her into pretending to be suicidal. Like, no, that's not the fucking case at all.
Okay, so are you talking about like that one time back a while ago with you?
There's multiple fucking times where basically the victim has been trying to state no. So the thing is, like, it's not me. It wasn't my attempts. No, it was the victim saying that the victim was suicidal.
Oh, I
And
see
then
what
he
you're talking
tried
about.
to say that
I was
I
confused
told the
if
victim to tell him
okay.
that.
I was confused if he was saying that you convinced the victim to try to say that about you, or if it was you trying to convict.
No,
Okay.
the victim didn't fucking know until like 2 months after.
Huh.
Either way, that aside, the issue is with that claim, like that claim that we were just talking about, where he says that I told the victim to tell him that the victim was suicidal.
Mm-hmm.
Like, his only quote unquote evidence is a out of context fucking conversation.
Ah, I see. Yeah.
So
You know,
again, it goes back
if
to the out of context shit, but it gets
yeah.
even better because he clips out most of the convo before and after that too.
Well, yeah. Once again, the thing is that like if the only thing you ever get from a person is clipped and cut out pieces of discussions, they're probably trying to hide something. Because the thing is, like, it's one thing if you have cut up pieces every now and then, but then you also have like entire like large scale pieces of stuff that literally can't. It's literally you have all the context there. Like if there's a blended together, it's more you could have more credibility of saying that no, I'm not trying to purposely cut things out of context. But if it's nothing but small little clips, it starts indicating that's what you're trying to
He
do.
attempted to do that
Oh, he did.
in one of his vids, basically. So what happened is he made a vid that is like 45 minutes long, and a lot of it's shit where it's all using old screenshots.
Yeah, but screenshots can be cut and pasted, just like I was talking about.
Here's the issue with said screenshots. Most of the ones he used are either one from Twitter where he can't even say that they're real anymore.
Okay.
That's point one. And two, the ones from Discord are all from after July 2nd, 2023, except for like 2 or 3 where we could go back to those, like, we can go back to those dates using what the victim said, but his side's not there.
Mm-hmm.
We've done that on a stream too, where he tried using those screenshots saying like, oh yeah, these messages are like from 2022, and it's like, okay, cool. Can you prove they're from 2022 because these say they're from today?
Mm-hmm.
These say yesterday. And then he shows another one where it's like, okay, cool, the actual dates. Oh wait, no he doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
I go back.
Mm-hmm.
And then I find the date for one of those.
Mm-hmm.
Because the other one, the victim's only response is just, yeah. The one that I did find, it had a whole phrase with 2 words on another line above it. So I could find that one line with the 2 words, and I could find that phrase used. Either way, his side's still not there.
Yeah.
Because he deleted it.
Yeah. I'm surprised. Like I said, it is like a massive amount of deleting. It's because you're trying to go and cover something up.
Well, it gets even better. Take a guess what his response is for me finding that.
What?
His response was, "See, you even admit that those screenshots are real. Like, cool. Well, your entire argument, because keep in mind this entire time during the stream, by the way, he was saying that I can't show any of his bad messages because they don't exist."
Okay.
You know, like in those convos where he deleted his messages.
Yeah.
Well, using that same logic with the screenshots he sent, where he is confirming those dates and saying that, yes, what you are showing proves these screenshots to be real, even though his site is still deleted.
Mm-hmm.
Does that not prove that the other parts of the convo are also real?
Mm-hmm.
Like, make it make sense.
Yeah, like I said, well, when it's built on a house of lies, it's really hard to make things make sense.
It just gets really fucking irritating because it's just the same circular logic.
Well, yeah, well, circular logic is utilized in times where you can't justify
It's
your
circular
actions
logic
properly.
and deflecting. It just
Mm-hmm.
gets irritating.
Well, yeah, it's because it's trying to obfuscate the truth. It's trying to go and keep you from actually figuring out what's going on. That's the purpose of that kind of thought process. It's
But
not
the
trying to
issues
find out
are,
what's
like,
going on.
whenever I make him answer, like, stay on track, he then repeats. That's whenever he goes back to the circular logic thing. Or he
Well,
just
yes.
shuts up.
Yeah.
It's one of those two things. He either restarts the fucking convo or he shuts up.
Yeah.
Then he'll reply to something else of it, like another one of his own comments. Which, by the way, each time he fucking comments, he makes like 4 or 5 different comments. So that way he can go to one, click on that, reply to his own comment there to talk about one thing. Then he'll go to another one after I make him try to stay on track, then reply to that thing.
Yeah, it's cool. It sounds like he's trying to derail the conversation.
Exactly. Well, it gets even better, too, because he had the best fucking opportunity possible to hop on stream and just admit what he did and apologize to his fucking victim whenever his victim was on.
Mm.
What did he do? Try to derail a convo? Try to bring up shit that, one, doesn't matter, or two, only matters if this other shit's true. But he says it's fake. So therefore, his own arguments don't even matter.
Yeah, but you can't really expect him to go and admit to it, because at the end of the day, this is something I was talking about before. It's just that people who are narcissistic or people who are very full of themselves will not want to admit that they did something wrong.
This goes beyond narcissism. Like, let me go back to, like, where we're talking about the thing he sent, like, the screenshot he sent that's supposedly from 2022 with a convo that they had.
Mm-hmm.
Where I go back and I show, like, his side's still not there. And yet, he also says that it shows that screenshot's real. Well, how can the rest of this shit be false if that one screenshot is real because his side's not there? But at the same time, the rest of the shit's still, again, false. It makes no sense.
Mm-hmm.
But then he also tries to say that I can't show any messages that are bad from him because they don't exist. But that's also not his account. But that also has convos that they had. That's 3 different fucking problems.
Mm-hmm.
That he tries to use in the same argument.
Mm-hmm.
So then I have to break track and show whose account it is. As in, the only verifiable way to do it is by using the person's user ID, aka their Discord ID.
Okay, I see.
So then I show it. He turns around and says, I don't know who that is.
Mm-hmm.
Or he shuts up. Because I've asked him multiple times, whose Discord account is this? I have shown you, whose is it? He either refuses to answer, tries to derail the convo, or he just shuts up.
Mm-hmm.
that goes beyond fucking narcissistic by itself.
Mm-hmm.
There's also another issue. One of his quote-unquote points is, I was investigated for something that happened while I was in high school.
Okay.
Well, if I was actually investigated, there would still be a police report.
Mm-hmm.
He refuses to show a police report. He says an admission's enough. So after he says that outright, first off, like, well, not first off. First thing comes, I'm going to say later, but what I do after a while is I just start saying, like, oh yeah, I did insert fucking X, bad historical event here. Starting off with September 11th, obviously. Then I say that.
Well, you could go and say that you were the one that went and shot Abraham Lincoln.
Oh yeah. I did. Oh, I'm also the man who killed Hitler. I'm also Hitler. I'm also the Columbine shooters. I'm the one who killed Kennedy.
You're the one who killed the killer of Kennedy.
I killed Archduke Franz Ferdinand.
Mm-hmm. Drove a tank, held a general's yank.
Dude, I've literally been quote-unquote admitting to a lot of shit which couldn't even be possible because I wasn't even alive then.
Yeah.
Because according to him, an admission's all that's needed.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the first thing though is, if that happened in high school and I was actually investigated for that, I most likely wouldn't be able to be in the military. So therefore, I'd be lying about being in the military, which is stolen valor, which is its own crime.
Yeah.
Reason being, because keep in mind, one, this happened in high school. Two, the thing I was quote-unquote investigated for was, which by the way wasn't even an actual investigation. It was basically just some bitch was fucking mad that her boyfriend broke up. Which, by the way, that actually is in the video that he tries fucking clipping.
Yeah. Now,
but I digress.
Like,
here's where it gets funnier.
The military does background checks, and if they realize you lied about something, because they will find it. If they realize you lie about something,
hold on.
You get kicked out.
Here's where it gets better. So instead of him trying to actually stick with what was actually claimed, the quote-unquote admission, which was something that happened while I was in high school with a classmate of mine, he goes to, well, you admitted to being investigated for being a pedophile. Like, that's not even close, and even still, especially then, there would be at least a police report.
Yeah, there would have been a police report for something like that.
But then again, he also says that I'm a convicted one too, so there would also be police report as well as
a
list of convictions.
So listen, if you're convicted and he knows your name, then why not just post the entire thing on the
he can't.
sex offender registry? That's what I'm saying. Like,
he can't. That's why he has to say an admission's enough.
Well, no, because the thing is...
And then the quote-unquote admission is literally shit that's way out of context that doesn't even allude to his claim.
Yeah. But now, the thing is that, like, if he has your name, okay, you could definitely access that because that's a public record, okay? So...
Well, another thing to consider is, I've had my name changed multiple times.
Well, if he
would
was
have
able...
all known prior aliases, as well as any current alias, as well as any possible other aliases such as like online names or so on.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, the thing is just that right there. If you could, like, it's not like he wouldn't try to go and get this, because if he was able to get this, that would be such powerful stuff against you. Okay, if that existed, because
that's what he tries to play it as.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if something like that even was a thing, okay, he would have had it by now. Since he has your name.
Okay, but now back to the main issue. If I was investigated for especially being a fucking pedophile, I wouldn't even be able to get into the military.
Oh, big time. Big time.
So, with the thing that he is using for the quote-unquote admission, where none of it alludes to quote-unquote being investigated for being a pedo and then being convicted. Again, that would have happened in high school.
Mm-hmm.
How would I have been able to join the military then?
Yep.
If that were true, I wouldn't be a vet, so therefore I'd be lying about being a vet, so therefore stolen valor.
Yep.
Meaning, in order for that claim that he is making to be true, I would also have to be lying about being a vet.
Yeah. Now, interesting thing.
But hold on. I ask him, am I a vet or not? He refuses to answer.
Mm-hmm.
It's, well, you said you were investigated for this, and that's what we're going off of. It's not relevant if you're a vet or not. I'm like, no, it literally is. Because if your claim is true, I can't be a vet.
Mm-hmm.
So then he tries sidetracking the other shit in other ways by saying like, well, you've been investigated for this, or oh yeah, well you've also committed this, so therefore I don't need to say anything. I don't need to say anything further.
Yeah, remember I talked about how if they can't
That's
address your
literally
point,
him.
just find a way to try to
Well, the
invalidate
thing is, that's
having to
literally
address it.
him saying that I am not a vet without him outright saying I'm not a vet.
Mm-hmm.
So it's answering the question, but not answering the question.
Yeah.
And it gets better, because later on he decides to say like, well, you could be kicked out if you were investigated for that while you were in. I'm like, okay, and your claim is that I was investigated for this, and your quote-unquote evidence for that claim is a clip from a video where I'm saying I was in high school. So I wouldn't even be in the military then.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention the fact that in certain cases, especially ones
no.
in regards to your claim...
Hey, Jason, let's remember, there are such thing as child soldiers.
In the U.S., that's harder to do.
It was a joke that fell short. Okay, I was trying to be fun. Like,
yeah, like the child soldiers.
Well, yeah, okay, it was a failed joke. So, but that's why I was just trying to say. Well, you see, you could still have been in high school because never mind. It was a poor joke.
It was like I kind of thought you were going with a joke there, but it's like doesn't really make sense with context.
Alright, never mind.
At least I think I was born in the U.S. Can't 100% confirm that. So, but I can confirm that I did do 9/11. Jokes aside, still, like, it's fucking stupid. His backpedal was to say that I was already in the military whenever this happened, even though logically that would make zero fucking sense.
Yeah.
And again, like as I was trying to say before, with certain claims made against you, such as, like, not really claims, like if you're being investigated for like certain things, the military doesn't want anything to do with you right then as soon as that investigation starts.
Oh yeah, they start going, already setting up procedures to get rid of you.
Even if you're found innocent. Like if you're found innocent, there will be a case where it's like, well, we had all this paperwork to get you out, but we're just gonna throw that away.
Mm-hmm.
The only issue is like higher rank dudes, like officers or high rank enlisted.
Mm-hmm.
Where shit will just be brushed under the rug because, oh, we need these people. We can't find anyone better because we don't want to find anyone better. They run fast. Granted, that's more of my MOS than some others, but jokes aside.
Yeah. You said that you were infantry or something like that?
Yep.
Ah, okay, I see.
All that is required to be a good leader is a good PT score.
Or that sounds kind of toxic.
What do you mean? It's not toxic at all. We definitely don't get 5'3" dudes who think they're hot shit with a Ranger tab who got their CIB by being 6 miles away from indirect fire. As fucking leaders.
Alright, well, hey.
But yeah, like...
unless there's anything else you really wanted to talk about,
it's up to you. Like, this whole stream was to basically discuss, like, how he deleted his main Twitter account, his quote-unquote main, and he deleted 8 vids from his main YouTube.
Yeah.
By the way, there's actually more vids, it's just 8 vids from that playlist.
Yeah.
Because he could not damage control of the comments. Yeah. So he deleted some of the actual videos.
You know, he could just disable comments on those videos.
He doesn't want to. Again, guy complex. He wants people to think of him as completely good, and he wants to censor out anyone's comments who say otherwise.
Okay, now that makes sense.
You know how many Discord bans he's had in the past 5 weeks, I want to say?
No, I have no idea.
Since I started doing these streams on Twitter?
How many?
13. So far. Minimum. And that's because 13 people came forward from his fucking Discord.
Wow.
Some of which I've already had prior contact with beforehand. But...
Alright.
Well, a lot of people also just left. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's getting super, super, super late, so I think I'm gonna head to bed. Like, it's ridiculously late.
See you, bro.
Alright, see you later. Alright, bye.